Hello, welcome to Dee's Veggie-tales, which is a vegetarian cooking channel. My name is Deidre, and if this is your first time tuning into this channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. Well, today I got a sweet tooth today, so I'm gonna make a black bean brownie. This is my first time doing this recipe here, so I'm a little excited about making it. So stay tuned. Here are some of the ingredients that you would need for this black bean brownie. You need 3/4 cup of oat flour, a half a cup of cocoa flour, a half a teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of sea salt, a 15-ounce can of black beans, 3/4 cup of water, 3/4 cup of maple syrup, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, a half a cup of chocolate chips, 1/3 cup of chopped walnuts, which is optional, and make sure that your oven is preheating to 350. Here I have some old-fashioned oats here. If you don't have oat flour, you can just blend your own, and that's what I'm gonna do. There you have it. You have made your own oat flour. Here I'm just gonna chop up 1/3 cups of walnuts. This is optional. One can of black beans I'm just gonna drain. I'm rinsing. I have an 8x8 pan that I'm gonna cook these brownies in, and I'm just oiling this pan with coconut oil. You can use parchment paper if you like. Make sure your oven is preheated to 350. Okay, first I'm gonna mix the dry ingredients first. This is this 3/4 cup of oat flour in which I blend oats in my food processor, a half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm adding a half a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, and I'm just gonna get this all blended in with the dry ingredients, and I'm gonna set it to the side. I'm adding my drain and rinse black beans to a blender, and I'm gonna add 3/4 cup of water, 3/4 cup of maple syrup, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and blend it. I'm adding my wet ingredients to the dry ingredients that I set aside. Stir in a half cup of chocolate chips. Then put in the chopped walnuts if you choose. Pour batter into the greased 8x8 baking pan. I'm going to put this in my already 350-degree preheated oven. All right, the brownie has finished baking. I let it bake probably closer to 35 minutes. You can bake it, check it between 30 and 35 minutes. Now I'm gonna put some chocolate on it, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat up a cup and a half of this type of chocolate that I'm using. This is the brand that I'm using. It's a semi-sweet mega chunk chocolate. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to melt it in the microwave. I'm going to start off with 30 seconds, and then from then I'm going to do 15-second intervals. First I put it on 30 seconds, then I put it on a couple of 15-second intervals. So I'm going to do that a couple more times on 15 seconds. You can see where it's melting. Okay, as you can see, the frosting has melted pretty good. Make sure that your brownies are completely cool after they bake in the oven before you put the frosting on it. And I'm just gonna let this sit in the refrigerator for a couple hours before I cut it. All right, I let this sit in the fridge for a few hours now. So now I'm gonna cut it little pieces here. I think I'm gonna cut them a little bit bigger. Well, I have finished the black bean brownies. So now the favorite part comes, which is the taste test. So let's give this a try. They came out really good for it being my first time. Now, this is a brownie. This is a real good homemade brownie. I like the walnuts in it. It's not too sweet, but it really is good. You have to try this recipe. Thank you for joining me on today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Until next time, have a wonderful day.